What is up? How you guys doing? We got a couple of updates with regard to Maliyah Bass. Now, we have the biological father that spoke out and reacted to Sahara's arrest and I guess the situation. So we're going to take a look at that video. Also, Travion's mother also had something to say, and they quoted here, "I want to hurt them both. Mother of man linked to Maliyah Bass. She says they deserve jail." And then we're going to take a look at these two court documents and yeah, let's get on with it. All right, so this is from Fox 26 Houston. This is the biological father. We're going to start this up.
Welcome back. Well, today we are learning horrific new details about...
And by the way, if you guys wouldn't mind hitting the subscribe button or the follow button if you're on Facebook, would appreciate it. Trying to get to 35,000 here on YouTube. Let's get it.
About the murder of 2-year-old Maliyah Bass.
Yeah, her mother and her mother's boyfriend, like we reported, both charged in connection with her murder. Our Maria Salazar now joining us live. And Maria, you spoke with Maliyah Bass's biological father.
That's right, Rashi. And Octavious Bass tells me that he suspected something was wrong when Maliyah's mother stopped allowing him to contact her. And then he also says Maliyah's mother never showed up for the toddler's funeral.
It don't matter if you was on drugs. It don't matter if you was on booze. If you was going through something, that doesn't give you a right to take your anger or anything out on a child. So you deserve to rot in jail. You don't deserve to get out. You deserve life for killing that baby. You and that man.
Octavious Bass directing that message to Sahara Ervin and her boyfriend, Travion Thompson. Ervin and Thompson are charged in the death of Ervin's 2-year-old daughter, Maliyah Bass. According to court documents, Maliyah was beaten. Her body later found 18 miles away from where she lived in Brays Bayou. During Thompson's probable cause hearing, prosecutors revealed how the toddler's body got there.
Which involves the death and throwing in a sewer drainage, storm drain is the word used, where the 2-year-old child's body ends up in the bayou.
Ervin did not appear, but a judge set her bond at $100,000 for injury to a child and $75,000 for tampering with evidence. Thompson's bond was set at $150,000 for both charges, although prosecutors motioned for no bond because of his lengthy criminal history. Just last year, he was sentenced to 5 years deferred adjudication for aggravated robbery with a deadly weapon. Court documents state he violated multiple terms of his community supervision since January, but he remained free. Bass says he became suspicious when Ervin stopped allowing him to see Maliyah.
She just X'd me out of the picture after she got the dude.
Adding his suspicion grew when neither Thompson or Ervin...
So after she started dating this guy, I guess the biological father, she wouldn't let him contact the child or see the child. Wow.
Ervin showed up to Maliyah's funeral.
They never showed up at her funeral, and I invited them.
Texas Child Protective Services telling Fox 26 the agency did not have history with Ervin or Maliyah. Bass believes before Maliyah was beaten, she was probably crying out for him.
She probably wanted me. And
that's horrible.
She couldn't get me. You never know what was going through the baby head, and you just start beating on her.
No audio.
Maria Salazar.
Yeah, no audio.
Maria Salazar, Fox 26 News.
Travion was on probation. We're going to take a look at the court documents. I guess that's what deferred adjudication means. Deferred adjudication, take a look. Also known in some jurisdictions as adornment or contemplation of dismissal, probation before judgment, or deferred entry of judgment, is a formal plea deal. Something like that. Let's see. And this is now the mother of Travion.
Maliyah Bass is sitting behind bars along with the mother's boyfriend.
The couple is accused of killing the little girl and dumping her body in a storm drain. And then police say they reported the little girl as missing.
So they're saying that I guess when they put him down in the storm drain, that I guess she floated, or she ended up 15 to 18 miles from where she was left.
We have confirmed new information about the boyfriend's criminal history, while his own mother tells Channel 2 Her son belongs in jail.
Our Taisha Walker's following this story tonight. She's live in Southwest Houston at the apartment complex where Maliyah lived. Taisha?
Chris, the apartment where that couple lived right behind me, and over to the side of me, you could see the playground where they say that Maliyah went missing. We now know that that was a part of a lie to cover up what truly happened to Maliyah. We know that Travion's mother says that if her son and his girlfriend are responsible for killing Maliyah, that they deserve to sit behind bars. She also says she'll be praying for them, but her main concern is getting justice for Maliyah. Betrayal, devastation, hurt. Words can't fully describe how Angel Harris is feeling.
I'm mad because I want to...
This is from Click to Houston, by the way.
Hurt both of them.
Harris is the mother of Travion Thompson. Thompson and his girlfriend, Sahara Ervin, are now sitting in jail, linked to the death of Ervin's 2-year-old daughter, Maliyah Bass.
I just wish that I could have seen something. Maybe I could have intervened. Maybe I could have said, you know, let us stay here with me for a little bit, you know, until y'all figure things out.
The couple is now charged in connection to the death of Maliyah. Full autopsy results haven't been released, but police say the couple hurt the 2-year-old and then dumped her body in a storm drain. Her body washed up a day later in Brays Bayou. Both Ervin and Thompson at the time seemed shocked.
She was smart. She was growing up to be smart. I opened my home for you and her, and all this time, it was just a bunch of lies. That's it, a bunch of lies. A bunch of deceit.
Andy Kahn of Crime Stoppers of Houston recalls the couple's peculiar behavior.
I remember Mom was asking me about any victim compensation, anything. I just thought that was a little bit odd.
That sparked Kahn to pull up Thompson's record.
When you look at his criminal history, he's had 5 convictions since 2017.
Court records show Thompson was convicted of assault while on probation, but the court failed to revoke his probation.
This should have never, ever happened. Her death was a tragedy, but...
That's crazy. Well, that's all that leniency and all that stuff that they're letting everybody out of prison or jail.
So utterly preventable because the system failed her miserably.
The Texas Department of Family and Protective Services tells us that they have no documented cases of abuse or anything from the address behind me. Meanwhile, the couple sitting in jail tonight, we're told that they are expected to go before a judge tomorrow. Reporting live in Southwest Houston.
That whole victim compensation thing is a red flag, you know? It kind of maybe shows to premeditation possibly, or maybe just opportunistic. But this... one of these documents here that I wanted to look at you guys with was this is from 5/24/2019 on Travion versus the state of Texas, misdemeanor assault charge. This is one of the charges. And it says here, before me, the undersigned Assistant District Attorney of Harris County, Texas, this day appeared the undersigned affiant who under oath says he has good reason to believe and does that in Harris County, Texas, Travion Thompson hereafter styled the defendant heretofore on or about May 16, 2019, did then and there unlawfully, intentionally, and knowingly cause bodily injury to Christian, hereinafter called the complainant by striking the complainant with his hand. And by the way, thank you, Ashley, for sending me these documents. So this one is with a current date of October 6, 2020, and this is Travion Thompson again with this versus the state of Texas. And it says the state of Texas, by and through her assistant district attorney of Harris County, requests this court enter a sufficient bail pursuant Texas Code crime, yada, yada, yada. Sufficient and non-oppressive bail is required to give proper consideration of the nature of offense, protect the safety of the victim and community, and provide reasonable assurance that the defendant will return. And so they X'd off here, which is the most interesting thing, aggravating facts specific to the nature of the case. Defendant is the boyfriend, the complainant's mother's boyfriend. Defendant and the complainant mother's co-defendant injured and killed the 2-year-old complainant. After complainant's death, the defendant and co-defendant put her in a sewer drain where it floated into the bayou and was discovered by a citizen. Defendant is currently on probation for aggravated robbery. in cause 1577 whatever. Defendant was on probation for this aggravated robbery charge at the time of the complainant's death. In addition, defendant had twice been convicted of assault. Defendant's criminal history indicates his total disregard for human life and following the rules of society and rules imposed by this court as a condition of probation. So he broke his probation. Comment below. You guys let me know your thoughts. Thank you for all the support. Love you guys. Check out the playlist, subscribe, all that good stuff. Have a good night. Peace.